Look at that drip. Look at my butt. Look at my butt. Now we're gonna be on this thing. Oh, no. Until I get bored of it, then find something else to play. But we're gonna rock it.
Says, your contract writes capacity is full, preventing automatic restoration. Scard says, LFDPS 4 crit Scard's party.
Grant. I gotta turn that off again. Um.
As Ye says, LOL first time. IALLXD said, Lawrence says, if a Warmanky says, how do you turn an epic into a lithograph? Says, stat distribution complete. Prob
Where
your
did I-
dad says, absolutely.
Where did I find that chat at? That's there.
Says, acquired leveling log rewards. Andrew says, can you use white equipment for upgrading trait? Says, killed wasp. Acronymux, Amami number 2 said, Pundru says, or do they not have traits? Says, killed violent harvester. Said, Pundru says, yay they don't lol. Wikathikshnaka says, DPS or healer LFG Shadow Crypts. Says, killed violent harvester. Says, killed wasp.
Okay, this is getting on my nerves. You gotta turn this off. Where did I? Yeah, turn it off at last time. It's somewhere. Where's the chat thingy? Oh wait. We're here. I'm dumb enough to hit it.
Scrimpy says, old Valyrians Guild repudiating gamers. Managed by seasoned Morp veterans. Split focus in PvE and PvP. Leveling through endgame. Iris says, LFG shadowed crypts. Says, used mana regen potion.
Well, damn, I didn't have any. I can use that. Where is the?
Archelin says, where does the Gigantride event take place? Sammy is sheepish says, Wukathikshnaka. Kashanti says, Narnia. Sammy is sheepish says, D. Wyatt says, kill the boss. Iris says, LFG shadowed crypt.
My gosh, can I get to this chat?
Cold Feet says, well in few minutes I think.
Gosh, where is this freaking chat thing at? Oh, I can put it
Deanerous
there.
Storm says, what's all my girlies doing? Renisa says, where? Palladian says, I'm betting 10k Lucent that whale doesn't spawn again. Who will take me up on that bet?
Let's see here. Display message.
Danelle says, but it has been today. Renisa says, whale asterisk 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 everyone. XD. Iris says, LFG Shadow Crypt. SH1 in array says, SH1 in arrays party LFM crypt. Ambi War says, need 1 DPS for Butcher. Ixn Warrior says, LFG Saredoma. Shikalin says, March 6th Shadow Crypt Party list here and LT, and LT, and LT, all in grind. Come Coma Kikalin's party. Shikalin says, March 6th Shadow Crypt Party list here and LT, and LT, and LT, all in grind. Come Coma Kikalin's party. Matt Ixon Warrior said, Warmonkey says, LFG Crypt.
Oh my gosh, where's that shit at? I turned it off earlier, but I don't remember where it's at.
Familito says, Familito's party. Pa One and Cakes says, Upero is looking for players who enjoy both PvE and PvP content. Our guild offers a friendly community where you can team up for challenging dungeons and guild wars. Mr. Blue Knight says, yo, what up with this lag? Lockheck says, Fate Star Runner says, BRB gotta interact with statue. Elder Stelio says, someone did one-eyed hawk quest. Don't know what to do. Diabolical says, oof. Feel the Gurn says, feel the Gurn's party. Diabolical says, hey, your mom is up in a minute. Says, the Mad Fox says, someone let me know. Hoosier says, DPS LFG Crypts. Illusia, Garl, Tigris Inazik says, Knighthood says, GG. Cerberus BL4 Steo says, GG. Night Main says, Secret Auction House Quest hardest quest in game. Busama says, GGS. The Mad Fox, Unic, Anderson says, when whale. Fate Star Runner, Ixen Warrior says, LFG Sar, Holy Oh Holy says, what y'all ging for? Why So Fresh says, GGS. Gladbagger says, 2, Balbsor says, GGS PvP and LT, 3, X-Serb says, LFG Crypt, War Lullaby says, GG. ITZ Dami says, GGS GFS at Azriel. Hoosier says, DPS LFG Crypt. Clada says, Rainbow. Ixen Warrior says, 2300 DPS LFG Islet. Milas says, White Delight says, Palladian says, Holy asterisk asterisk at. Palladian says, asterisk asterisk ast. Diabolical. Clada says, ah.
Oh my god, how you turn this shit off?
Clada says, that's cool that they added a rainbow. Pundru
Shut the
says,
fuck
Adlaze
up.
Glory says, it's finally happening. Ezra Elise says, wary. Charybdis says, bro, this filter is so dumb. Ezra Elise says, on the map. X-Serb says, LFG Crypt. Hoosier says, LFG Crypts. Bobalias says, she
I don't
spawned.
give a fuck what they're talking about.
Buldor says, YAY Korea, you fixed your X-Serb says, LFG Crypt. Pundru says, LFG Crypt. Snippy says, 2.1k DPS looking for party crypt. Conman035 says, Upero is looking for players who enjoy both PvE and PvP content. Hoosier says, LFG. Kashanti says, yup yup come on girl. Just Shield says, Tank LF for Database Crypt.
Welcome to Mendrick Farmstead, where we grow them with love from
That
seed to
motherfucker's
harvest.
talking too much.
If it's oh my. Then try harvesting.
Says, Laslin Monster Lore, Volume 1 page collected.
Okay. I guess nothing to do with me. I'm cool with the sound.
While you search for treasures hidden in ships wrecked by storms and chests that have been drifting, you will encounter the masters of the coastline. From a distance, they look like normal crustaceans, but when you get up close, you'll find they pose a greater threat than you anticipated.
What brings you here? Huh? These are the ingredients needed to make rancid powder. Martinet must have sent you. But how did you know about these ingredients? Oliver, that clever boy. How did he figure this out already? He's quite bright. Herbalists have to go to perilous places to acquire ingredients. But Oliver can't even stand the sight of a mere ant. Well, I'll make the rancid powder for you right away. It must be urgent for you to come all the way out here. But look, here's your rancid powder. Planning to go straight back to Martinet? In that case, why don't you try opening your map and teleporting to Castleton?
Says, you have acquired the Herbalist's Explanation Completion Reward, S. Says, killed large stone crab. Says, killed hermit lobster. Says, killed megalobster. Says, killed large stone crab. Says, killed gestation.
While you search for treasures hidden in ships.
Did you bring the ingredient? You're back so soon. Did you find rancid powder? How are you feeling? Have you gotten any worse? I'm glad you're all right. The rancid powder you brought is high quality. I'll make the Mana calming potion for you right away. All right, here you are. Why don't you
It is
try it and
vitally
see how it
important
works?
that you keep Martinet's presence here a secret.
Oh my god, this game's bugging.
How are you? Are you feeling any better? Just as I thought. It's much more effective. I tried to improve the efficacy, but I didn't expect the results to be this good. The calming potion's effect is very effective this time. I need to bring this to my sister right away. But as you know, I'm in no position to be wandering around outside. Thank you. This is the same calming potion that I made you. Please, bring this to Mina at Windhill Shores. Only Mina knows where my sister is, you see. Zeroth's men might follow me and find my sister if I go see her myself. Yes, Zarath, the leader of Laslin's Archeum unit. He's one of the Khazar's top commanders. He wants the power of my sister's star fragment and will stop at nothing to get it. You potion.
Alright, let's go.
Says, the calming potion that Martinet made worked. As soon as I drank the calming potion, I could feel my magic calming. Martinet, who has been ceaselessly researching to relieve the pain of her older sister, Adriana, finally succeeded in creating a mana calming potion with greater efficacy than the previous ones.
More effective than her other attempts.
Says, you have entered a peace zone.
Okay, there is fall damage.
Huh? How can I help you? Seeing that you brought the calming potion, I'm pretty sure that Martinet must have sent you. If she sent this out of the blue in such a hurry, then things probably worked out well for her. Sorry, but Adriana isn't exactly here right now.
Says, you have acquired news from Mina completion reward, S.
Were closing in on Adriana's hideout, forcing her to flee. Martinet's potion was still not effective enough to control her mana completely, so she set out to find a way to quell her frenzied mana on her own.
Unfortunately, we're a bit late. That one must have taken Adriana away!
You have a star fragment just like that girl. I won't be going home empty-handed after all. You dare interfere with our plans? I'll kill you!
Hand over the star fragment! I can't lose to some kid!
I'll take your star fragment, even if I have to pry it from your corpse! You won't be able to escape Lord Kazar until I take you
can't forget. With time, my memory. I felt I quickly just wire the
Says, you have acquired clues left by Adriana completion reward, S.
Seeking the power of a star fragment. Only after defeating them did you discover her research papers and a diary she had left behind. There, she had clearly recorded the difficult times she had been through.
Says, stat distribution complete. Says, acquired leveling log rewards. Says, acquired battle pass rewards.
Oh, what? Oh, I accidentally done here.
Just who was Janice Carter anyway?
She recognized my power immediately, and knew that as long as I possessed it, I would be targeted by Archeum for the rest of my life.
She ended up telling me that the only way to truly be free from the Archeum was to leave as soon as possible and find some way to gain control over my power.
Says, you have acquired Janice's advice completion reward, S.
Someone Adriana had met. Janice, recognizing the strength of the star fragment that Adriana had, advised her that the only way to be free from the Archeum was to leave as soon as possible and find a way to control her power. Archeum forces captured Martinet, the younger of two twin sisters. By keeping her hostage, they forced the shaman Adriana, who wielded the power of a star fragment, to call forth the rains. As the ritual began, rain cascaded from the sky, accompanied by crashes of thunder. But the Archeum forces had altered the ritual. Their tampering caused a cursed rain to fall on Laslan. Wherever the rain fell, creatures transformed into violent monsters that attacked people and devastated the farmland. Adriana was shocked to witness what she had done. When the Archeum forces turned on the sisters, meaning to kill them now that they had served their purpose. The awe-inspiring power of the star fragment that lay dormant within Adriana flooded out, and their enemies were annihilated in an instant. In the aftermath, Adriana was beset by unspeakable disfigurations, swallowed by guilt over her role in causing the cursed rain.
Says, you can use dash morph soon. Says, killed Chestation. says, killed large stone crab.
I gotta turn that thing off somehow.
Says, unable to morph. Not enough space available. Says, you have entered a safe zone. Says, you have entered a peace zone.
I want that book.
Says, you have entered a safe zone. Says, a plea to the brave people of Laslan book collected.
Is there someone out there? Can anyone help me?
Says, unable to morph. Not enough space available. Says, Laslan delicacy 2-page collected.
You see it too. Oh, you son of a bitch. How'd you get up there?
Says, a hunter's note 3-page collected.
Adventurer, because now that her hiding, so my call when we meet again.
Says, in the past, when Arcune had taken Martine hostage, Adriana had unleashed a cursed storm with her powers. When the Arcune tried to dispose of Martine, who had served her purpose to them, Adriana lost control of her star fragment. She has been suffering from the side effects of that mana frenzy ever since that day.
There isn't that much... There's something that I desperately need, but... Have you ever heard of this monster known as Iskale the Greyfanged? He was this dreadful wolf that possessed terrible Marvessence. Back in my younger days, I almost ended up getting killed by Iskale. The only reason I'm alive to speak to you about this today is that Henry, the Lord's son, came to rescue me and the other children. He heroically sacrificed his own life to defeat Iskale. Whenever I get the chance, I try to visit Henry's grave in Castleton Abbey to leave some offerings. Last time, I made some gloves for him using the hide of a rabbit that I caught. The anniversary of Henry's death is coming soon, so I'd like to prepare a special gift for his grave. I saw a beautifully crafted keepsake at an old hunter's house once. He said he got it from participating in the wolf hunting contest that is held in Henry's memory. I wish I could get one of those keepsakes and bring it to Henry's grave. but I'm still too young to participate in the contest. You don't mind? You'll really get one of those keepsakes for me? If that's the case, then No, never mind. Actually, it would be nice if I could have 2 of these keepsakes. Do you think it'd be possible to get 2? Thank you so much, adventurer! The contest is hosted at the Lord's residence in Castleton. Go there and ask how you can participate.
Brother, this way! Come over here for a second!
So many things to do. Making arrangements for the contest, checking up on the farm. I know that you've come a long way, but our situation is pretty bad. We might even have to shut down the contest at this rate. We must lure the wolves to proceed with the contest, but the bait we've been using just isn't working. Lord Hobbs cherishes this contest. He hasn't missed a single one. You have no idea how much trouble I'll be in if this year's event falls flat. Oh, wait. If you're here for the contest, can you please help me? I need some ingredients to make a new kind of bait. A wolf hunter keepsake? But that's... no, never mind. First, you need to help me procure the ingredients needed for the bait, okay? Please defeat the Crackle in the wrecks on Wind Hill shores. They're tricky to find, but the wolves love eating them. The stench of crackle meat is irresistible bait for beasts like them. Also, investigate any chests that are left in the wrecks. They often contain fishing bait, which is quite effective as well. Please remember, crackle are difficult prey to hunt, so you should equip at least uncommon level armor. Why don't you pay a visit to armor crafter Rachel? I've already dropped a word with her.
Says, you have acquired the Lord's AIDS Crisis Completion Reward, S. Says, Old Intelligence Record 61-2 book collected. Says, you have entered a peace zone. Says, Journal of a Laslan Farmer 3-page collected. Says, you can use dash morph soon. Says, star tree successfully logged.
If anyone finds this letter...
Says, you have acquired a sailor's letter completion reward, S. Says, you have acquired ship. Crustaceans called crackles are often found in the wrecks near Windhill shores. Crackles are as ferocious as they look and have a pungent smell. It's said that a hunter once won the wolf hunting contest by secretly using crackle meat as bait. Says, you have acquired fisherman's bait completion reward, S.
When fishing boats are sunk by the perilous reefs, chunks of the bait that anglers use are sometimes found in the chests that wash.
Says, pure white moonstone successfully mined.
Is highly effective at luring in wolves.
Says, you have entered a safe zone. Says, Heroes of Castleton 2-page collected.
you back already? That was fast. Thanks to you, the contest will go on. Why don't you ask Chris, the head of the association? He's also the Lord's younger brother. He must be preparing for the contest at the western campsite on the Black Howell Plains. Use those ingredients to make some bait, then bring it to Chris. Since you did all the work, you should be the one to deliver it to him. That way he can thank you in person. Take the exit on the second floor of the Lord's residence and head up to the Castleton Abbey. You'll find an aged herb extract jar. Steeping the ingredients in those jars makes the bait. Chris is probably worried that...
When you returned with the ingredients, the Lord's aide was greatly relieved that he could proceed with the contest as intended. He asked you to deliver the new bait to the Lord's brother, Chris, in Black Howell Plains. He also is the head of the Wolf Hunters Association, so you'll need to talk to him to acquire a keepsake.
Alright, I'll finish this a little later. I'm a little tired. I'll get back on this a little later.